We want to popping it on.
Hat on, gat on.
Click, clack, I shoot that in the back like, welcome. Yeah, I introduce myself when I pop people in the back. Welcome. Wait for it. Stop sign. Okay, your turn to go. Welcome. 4 to the
4 minus 2
minus 2 equals
2.
the intro that I'm fucking up. No, the Just Bake channel, my niggas. This is just us baking. Not right now, but on the Just Bake channel. I'm the nigga Young Pastry Man. YUNG. Pass that rye. And you are now watching. For the niggas watching, shout out to the subscribers and those that view and listening to Watermelon versus Pumpkin, man. This is a podcast. There's a watermelon here. That's me. There's a pumpkin here, over there.
That's me.
And we talk about things, and things are talking about us.
If you look back here on the map, you can see this is me. That's him. There we go.
Take a left right at that patch over there, and yeah, man. It's what episode is this? This is 96?
95.
95.
1995,
man. Man, I think the Atlanta Braves were really great then, and so were the Dallas Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately, I go to sports, music, and what was I doing? I think I had a couple more hairs on my nuts.
Yeah, 95, I was 12.
Yeah.
So I was definitely watching Inside Stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I was
Ahmad
definitely
Rashad.
15. I was 15, 95. So I was probably on Sex in the City. No, not Sex in the City. What's that one? The Real World, the real sex.
Oh, Real Sex.
Real Sex.
Yeah.
HBO, late night, nigga. Just me, lotion, and the door closed. Get out of here, Ma. I was trying to watch Discovery Channel. Like, you discovering something, nigga.
Self-Discovery Channel.
Yeah, Self-Discovery Channel. Like, I remember when I knew oh shit, here we go. I remember jerking off when I knew I was jerking off too young of an age. When it wasn't coming out right, I was like, it's kind of clear. What does that mean? I was like, am I just peeing on myself? Oh, no. It didn't look like that in the video. All right, I'm probably too young for this. All right. Puberty wasn't in full swing, so it's like the man juices weren't flowing at that time. But I that means I knew about the shit probably earlier than I should have, which most kids do.
I don't believe R. Kelly had said, my mind is telling me no, but my body is telling me yeah.
He said, this shit feel good, nigga. Go. You know what I mean? And then it's like, that wasn't the end result. I did it in that movie.
It didn't look like that.
Right, in that movie, that nigga shot across the room. My shit was a sputter.
Young Spuddy.
Young Sput. So 95, man. We out here, man.
We on a journey.
Yeah, missions and all, man. You know what I mean? I'm like Tom Cruise, nigga, jumping out the building.
Truth. And I am his, not your co-host, Lil Mattress, LILMATTRESS. Follow on Instagram and everywhere else, on Spotify. We got the music up there as well as the podcast. Follow Lil Mattress and Watermelon versus Pumpkin. That's Watermelon vs. Pumpkin. WatermelonVersusPumpkin.com. You can find us on Instagram. We got the Facebook group. We got, wherever we are, wherever you type in Watermelon versus Pumpkin podcast, we up in there.
That's it, man. Don't forget GBI Clothing.
GBIClothing.com. Use code Watermelon, get 10% off. If you want to support, that's the easiest way to do it. Besides, if you like, share, and subscribe, if you want to actually spend any of your hard-earned money, GBIClothing.com, man. You get a Watermelon versus Pumpkin t-shirt, hat, bucket.
Hats,
the season's coming up for the hoodies. So it's all
season.
up there.
You know what I mean? We out here sock season. I got a couple teenagers I'm about to give a couple Christmas gifts to. Who take that, nigga?
Take that.
Because that's what they like to do. They like to show off their socks, and so they wear skinny pants, and they pull their socks over the skinny jeans to show them off. It's a thing they do. I'm just here to get y'all to promote. Just here so I don't get fined. Shout out to Marshawn. It's a beautiful thing, man. We're in fucking October, man. And this is episode 95, man. I mean, is the hotline still rocking for him? Are we still rocking?
Oh, yeah. The hotline's still out there. 203-594-6977. Give a call, give a text, and let us know what's up. Let us know where you at in your life.
Right. We're not picking. Nobody's going to pick up. It's not going to be like Charlotte. Hi, welcome to the Watermelon vs. Pumpkin. How can I help you? No, just leave your message, man. Call, leave a message. You can be anonymous. You can do the whole voice disguise shit if you want to, like the shadow in every fucking Gangland episode. I used to be around back in the day, and I used to. Like, that guy probably wouldn't even who the hell he's saying he is.
I need to know where they find the people that are just like, oh, yeah, you want to just follow me while I go sell these drugs? Yeah. Come on. Everything will be fine.
I
Like,
mean,
what?
those always kill me. That's that Viceland shit, man. It's like, I'm gonna show you what I do every day. I'm gonna sell drugs, and then you're gonna put it on film, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Like a cop could really sit there and investigate that shit. If they really break it down, they might be able to fucking find out who the guy is.
Oh, easy.
You know what I mean? Looking at vehicles, you know what I mean? Like that cameraman might have fucked up and got a glimpse of something that I was like, oh, we got a clue right there.
Even no matter what you sign, there's probably something
plausible,
little weird in the gray area of like, well, you know who's committing the crime because you have it on videotape, so we can go and.
And that's the thing, like. What if he was doing one of those film things and he gets there and then they go on a drug deal and it goes bad and nigga kills somebody?
Yeah, right.
Well, remember you said
you guys said you weren't going to tell who I am.
Remember you said you're come on, it's in paper. I can sue you
for
not telling about a murder eyewitness because you know what I mean? You're talking about a lawsuit. Like,
that's what, man. All those shits are straight up WWE. Those shits aren't real. In my humble ope, I don't think that. Man, they don't. I'm not saying absolutely none of them, but
it seems off. Like. You're going to walk around with the guy selling drugs all day, and he's telling you what he does, and he's walking in his apartment, but all you got to do is cover his voice and his face. You know, he's going to be all right.
Yeah.
Like, motherfuckers, let's see tattoos.
Even just straight up, where do you find these people in the first place?
Right.
Like, nobody's, out there advertising like, yeah, man, I do drugs illegally. I sell drugs illegally. Or even I was watching one where it's the guy making fake credit cards, where it's showing how you buy the information off the dark web, and then you buy the prepaid credit cards and then scratch it there. But I'm like, where do you find this person to be like, yeah, I do this all the time and I'll show you how to do it.
Right.
It's just a weird.
How do you get that? Where do you connect with them at? Where do you make that connection? Like, hey, I got a guy. He does some real illegal shit. If I talk to him, maybe you can follow him around. Just promise him that you won't snitch.
Yeah, that's right. It's kind of like, I feel like the person is left too wide open for that shit.
Right. It's like promises. Mm-hmm. No, nigga, you're all going down. Excuse me, I got a tacky in my mouth. I'm smacking in you niggas' ears.
I'm telling you, man, you got to do that ASMR channel. And I got to take the chicken out the fucking oven.
Chicken out the oven. 95, man. Let's talk about 1995. It was halfway to 2000. That decade halfway point. That was the moment in life when niggas thought the world was going to end. 5 years. I remember the Big Bang Theory people, man, and that, 2001 was going to be the one, and we're all
the Y2K.
Die. Oh yeah, Y2K. That's it. The Big Bang Y2K people. Holy shit, we were all supposed to die, man. I don't even know I'm here. Maybe we did die. Maybe this is like some spiritual.
But have you felt alive since?
It's an interior death, slow.
That's what I'm saying.
Slow cancer-like death.
I have my own theory. I feel like the world went downhill the moment Will Smith would put out a movie without a song to accompany it. That's just me.
Wait, Hancock didn't have a song to it? Damn it, Willie.
Gemini Man don't have no song to it.
Oh, that actually looks pretty good. I think I might go see that one.
I heard it flopped, though.
Did it? I'll wait for it to come on Showbox.
Yeah.
You want me to get my money, nigga.
But I watched a little behind the scenes thing, and it looks really cool.
Yeah,
it definitely does.
Will's, he can capture all kinds of things. And now he's like this big promo person for Target. I don't know if you've seen that lately.
Yeah.
And those fuck's going on with
It's
that.
one of those weird things where, like, he's starting to get into that Shaq territory where I'm like,
I'm doing everything.
Yo, what? Like, what's up?
He ain't turning nothing down but his collar, man.
Yep.
It's like, what? You want me to sell bananas sitting on a banana boat dressed like a mermaid? All right, yeah, I'll do it.
Yep.
Like, what?
Yeah, Shaq is doing those like cruise commercials and shit. That's all just, but hey, man.
Fucking Shaq did a smart car commercial. Hello.
Yeah.
The nigga's 7'2". He's not fitting in one of those, but he did for the commercial.
Yeah.
And preached about how, lovely the car was and all that other shit. Like, give me a break, man.
Come on, bro.
Who you lying to, nigga? Big 7'1" niggas stay lying.
Right? But they see him out there and it's, celebrities sell stuff, man. They believe it because of who he is.
Right.
But I'll tell you, man, because I'm a little bit drowsy because I had the 2 flights, man. I was out there in California, and that's one thing about being in L.A. It's my first time in LA, and it is kind of shocking with how much promotion for movies is out there. Like, it really is that, like,
Mecca, huh?
Bro, it's on the side of buildings. There's fucking billboards everywhere. It's on the bus stops. It's on the benches. It's one of those, because they make it there, everything is fucking.
Tinseltown's no
yeah,
joke, man.
It's
it's
really
funny.
real.
So, I mean, would you say that I don't know that. I don't never really looked it up, but I guess majority, if not every one of the fucking like Miramax and New Line Cinema, are they all located in Cali? Usually, huh?
I think so. I mean, I
That's
didn't,
crazy.
wasn't searching any of them
It's
out,
either
but
there in New York usually, but
Yeah.
usually it's Cali's like your movies. That's your hub for all those big
Yep.
Universal.
Hub Live.
You know what I mean? It's the Universal guys, the fucking, you name it, man.
right. So yeah, man, let me recap my story real quick. Went out to California for a couple days, LA, and it was a beautiful thing. So first day, I get up Thursday at 4:00 in the morning. I leave the house to go to New Jersey Airport. EWK is the name, or EWJ is the name of the airport. Either way, it was in New Jersey. So drive out there because my flight is at 9 a.m. So I want to get there, at 7, whatever. Puff a doobie on the way because I'm like, you know what?
mind right.
If the plane crashes, fuck it, I'm gonna try to go down high, homie. So
I'm up high, I fall high.
so I go there. I do. They had this parking lot that was only $12 a day, so that shit was straight. I looked it up beforehand. So I prepaid for the parking. That shit was straight. Then I get there at, they give the shuttle. As soon as I step off the shuttle to walk into the fucking airport, they hit me with a text. They were like, boom, your flight's been delayed an hour. So I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, right.
So then I go there from being the recommended 2 hours early to I'm there 3 hours early. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm there at 7 o'clock and my flight doesn't leave until 10.
That's that look too. I know you gotta have like, it's like you and like the other people, like, you're here for 3 hours too.
Yeah.
Like, then it's like, I don't know if there's anything in the area, but you're pretty much stuck in that airport. Is that what it was? Or was there shit close by to wander around?
No, you're stuck in the airport. But the nice thing about the airport is that it does have like a bunch of kiosks where you can actually charge your phone, and everyone, not everyone, but there's every seat that's there that's in these middle areas all have a iPad type thing.
Okay.
Where you can order food on it, you can play games on it, you can surf the web on it, all that other stuff. So it is cool. Like, it's updated. They got
Hook you up.
a bunch of shit to
Keep you occupied.
a bunch of shit to keep you occupied. Yeah. So I was, on there playing a little, and it's like bar games. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That
Yep.
that type of shit.
Find the clues and shit.
Yeah, I'm on that. I'm watching wrestling on my phone, shit like that. And at that point, you've been up since 4 in the morning. I've been up since 4 in the morning, and then like it's 9 o'clock. So like, you already been up for 5 hours, and I'm just like, man, I know this day is fucking wrecked.
Right.
So then the 10 o'clock flight comes around. Hop on that. It's a straight flight, man. And like I said, for me, I'm aisle seat all day, every day, because you get trapped in the window's nice to look out on the takeoff and the landing. But other than that,
Now this is going. You said this is going there, right?
Yeah, this is going there.
You're traveling. Okay.
so if you get a window seat, man, it's nice to look out while you're, taking off and landing. But other than that, man, you're in the fucking clouds and you're just stuck against
with
the fucking
window and the guy.
And then if you
next to
gotta take a piss, you gotta,
excuse me.
yeah, you do the ass or the crotch in somebody's face.
Right. Don't you got to use the bathroom and you got to squeeze one out as you go by, like just right
Mm-hmm.
in the nigga face. Right. sorry. Then you got to come back and face that man or woman. Like, how we doing? We all right? Or,
Straight up beef to my grill, dog.
Right. We good, or do I gotta buy you dinner or something? What the fuck?
But it was straight. And I picked seats closer to the back of the plane because towards the back of the plane it goes from 3 seats to 2 seats. So then it was just me and one other person instead of in that 3-person row. Man, I made the right decision. There was some older Asian lady next to me who she had this contraption. I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was this inflatable cube that you didn't like blow into it. There was this own thing on it that you pressed and the shit inflated, and she just straight up inflated herself a cube, put it against the window, and she passed out for 6 hours. It was amazing. Like, she didn't get up to piss. She didn't do anything. It was dope.
The cube was a pillow. Of
Yeah,
some sort.
but it was bigger than you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was almost like
That's weird. Maybe it was for something else. Maybe she just used it as a pillow.
Yeah.
They're very creative. No, stop.
Yeah, for real.
Well, I meant travelers. Well,
Exactly. Constant travelers are creative. But it was cool. The United thing, they had this thing where you could download the app if you wanted to and then watch free movies on your thing. Now they have charging stations at the fucking seats. I haven't been on a plane in a while, so these are probably have been there for a while.
It'll all be new for. I haven't been on one yet. It'll be new next summer I plan on it. Vegas is gonna be our first one. Hopefully it's not
Nice.
the last.
Right?
I always say that. I just hope my first one's not the last. That's you know, that's all I'm saying.
The thing though is that like that ear popping shit sucks because the pressure differential when you get up
Right.
there, like you gotta hold the nose
On
and
the
blow
way up
out,
and
and like
down.
that's why. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get that like, just like, oh, I think my head's about to explode. Oh no, it's just too much pressure. Boom, blow it out, and you're
What
straight.
airlines was it?
I went on United.
Oh,
And
United.
they were good, man. Like,
Yeah. Are they a little bigger? Because I remember, and like I said, I've never been on a plane, but I worked somewhere one time, part-time, where I had a job working on cleaning off JetBlue. But, man, JetBlue was so fucking tiny inside.
yep.
I was like, Jesus Christ. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know if United's probably bigger than that, I'm sure. But JetBlue was like, holy shit, man. It was a box in there. And I was like, man, people travel from here to, like, the Bermuda Islands and shit.
I'll say none of them are huge unless you pay the money to be in first class. But I will say, because I went on JetBlue a couple years ago when we went to WrestleMania in Florida, JetBlue is definitely the smallest I've ever been
Is
on.
it?
Like,
Oh, it's a
JetBlue
tiny
was,
fucking-
and I know I'm not a small guy, but JetBlue was like, I could barely put down the fucking the tray. And this one was straight as fuck. Like, I was my legs out and fucking.
Then I can only think about, you imagine if you took a JetBlue flight for 6-7 hours, you know what I mean? It's like you're trapped in that little fucking soapbox for 7 hours.
Yeah.
That's tough. I mean, at that point, if I knew I was going on a long flight like that and, it's a shitty, I'm like, I'm staying up so I can crash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to try to skip sleep so I can be tired enough to just sleep on the motherfucker. Because, I don't want
Yeah, the dude across the aisle from me to the right, bro, he fell asleep before takeoff, and somebody woke him up when we landed. Like, I was like,
shit.
oh man, good for you.
Right, that was him. He was a prepper. You could just-
Yeah.
Either you could just fall asleep on a fucking narcoleptic drop of a dime. I mean, or you prepped that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You made sure, I'm going to make sure I get this right so I can sleep.
Yep.
And I ain't got to stare around. And, some people are, claustrophobic even to a point where they're fucking probably freak the fuck out after a couple hours. All right,
Yeah.
I got to get out of here. I got, somebody with heavy anxiety probably shouldn't,
That you got to think everybody that's a smoker is on edge, all that other shit. Like,
Yeah,
you can't
shit.
vape on there, you can't do nothing.
Shit.
So it was straight though, man. I just listened to music. I downloaded David Spade's audio book. Like, so I listened to a couple hours of that. I listened to a couple hours of music, and I was good, man.
Good
and
with
then
that.
landed in Cali. Kept it to myself, but threw up the W very strongly.
Didn't show the masses, but the masses felt it.
Exactly. They knew that the energy was there.
Right. This East Coast nigga threw that dub up.
Yeah. But it's interesting. Then you got to like find out everything that you're not used to doing. Like, then I go to the airport, and it's nice because I just took a carry-on bag, so I didn't have to grab any luggage, dumb shit like that. It's a lot easier where you just have, all right, I have my carry-on bag, and I'm walking out, and I don't have to do anything else but find my location. Like, I don't have to
Right.
wait for a bag. I don't have to, oh my God, something got lost. Nope, because it was right there the whole time, you know?
time.
But what is interesting though is it was a 6-hour flight, and they did not serve food. Like, they walked by with snacks that you could buy if you want, and they also would give up free pretzels
Why
and
is that?
stroopwafel.
Why, what do you? It's just certain flights don't sell food like that. Is that a thing? I don't know.
No, I think it's just there's a whole money making thing added to it now. Because I remember I haven't been on a flight in a long time of a long flight like that, but it used to be like, if it's a flight over a certain amount of time, like they would feed you a meal, and now I guess it's not like that because we flew across the fucking country, but that's what it is now. Like, if you want Wi-Fi, you can buy the shit for $30 for the flight or $15 an hour. You know what I mean? And I remember there was definitely free Wi-Fi on planes, and now it's like they're trying to sell that. Like I said, it used to be like you would get served a meal. Now it's, oh, you can buy this blah 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 for $8 and
Cutting corners, man. Thanks, Obama.
Right?
I think that's what everybody does. I don't know. I feel like people do that. Thanks, Obama. It's all your fault. I know.
It's always been.
Bush. Who we gonna blame? We gotta blame somebody.
But so I land there, and then I had to grab a Jesus Christ, a shuttle to the hotel. And the nice thing about the hotel, I stayed at the Westin, and the rental car company was in the hotel, which was straight as fuck. So I get to the hotel, And then I go to rent my car, and there's one lady, and there's like 6 people in line. I waited like fucking 50 minutes to be able to rent the car, which was annoying as fuck.
What was it? Was it Hertz?
No, it was NU or something like that, but
yeah.
it was super annoying.
Is
like,
that something
wait.
new? Wait, how did I do it?
It's over. Episode 95. That's the last episode. That's how it goes. You know what I mean? It's done now.
It's new. And you knew. We did that, you know.
But rented, I put it, it was funny because I went there with, for a rental for a small car. Because I'm down with driving a small car. And nothing ever works out properly. So, of course, I get there and they're just like, yeah, we don't have any small cars left. So we're going to give you a Dodge Charger, something.
Yep, Caliber, yeah.
2. And that's funny because now I guess cars are like movies because it was straight up. It was a Charger.
Part 2. Remember part 1? This one has extra cup holders. All right,
See, I took a picture of it. It was,
like,
yeah.
You niggas want extra cup holders? What?
I was like, y'all put out a sequel to a car? The fuck are you talking about?
iPhone 16s. The S stands for same shit as the regular 16.
Dodge 2. What is that?
Yeah, that's one of the Magnums. Dodge Magnum, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it was, but yeah, it's the Dodge. But I couldn't believe, I was like, I've never heard something called like a car called a 2. But so it was like a bigger car than I wanted to, but it was powerful. So the shit was straight.
Did they give you that same price?
Yeah.
Oh, that's peace. It's like, we fucked up, but hey, don't worry, we're gonna give you a bigger car for the same price. It's like, all right, well, you guys made up for it, but what about that gas I got to put back in?
Exactly. That was the thing too, because
You know what I mean?
gas out there, man, this shit. The cheapest I saw it all weekend was $4.04 a gallon, which is buck.
Listen,
Because today I got gas over here on the East Coast for $2.45.
$2.45. I say about $2.50, $2.45 is right now what we're looking at. $4. Holy shit,
Yeah.
that's a whole nother job to put gas, man. Just for gas, you need a part-time job just for gas.
Well, because that's the thing is I didn't drive too much, and you know I did like in between a quarter and a half a tank, and when I filled that shit back up, that shit was $30 for not even a half a tank of gas. I was like, dude, I couldn't imagine living out there with that shit.
Yeah, I can only one can only assume that their jobs pay better. I mean, who the fuck? You know, you can't live in California making our minimum wage at $10.50 or $11 an hour, and then afford to fucking buy gas at $4 a gallon. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. What are we doing right now?
It's either that or there's got to be a lot of people that don't own cars or something, because fuck, man, that shit would be
Cali's
tough to do.
well, New York is more the one that's always you don't need a car.
Yeah, New York is definitely the one where you don't need a car.
You know what I mean? Cali is very long open. I never been. Is it like more like a wide open stretch? It's all flat, no? Or is it hills?
There's definitely some hills out
Valleys,
there.
yeah.
But
Sanford and the
it was
Valley.
I think it's the same as anywhere else. Like I was, of course, I think New York is the best public transportation hub,
Yeah.
but Cali, I could see it would be a pain in the ass if you had to go, you know,
Right.
far places. But I think definitely in the city you could get around and do
I
what you
just
had
think
to
it's
do.
a good look of an environment to just kind of go down. I mean, even in their hood, it's like it's the hood, but they have palm trees. So I'm like,
Yeah, it's like
it makes
even-
it feel good. Like
Because the show that I went to fast forward, then I'll go back. The show that I went to was in Inglewood, and
Inglewood.
the shit was beautiful. It didn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying?
Did Snoop fix this
Yeah.
place up?
I was like, didn't Dr. Dre say that this place was always up to no good? Didn't he?
Inglewood.
Dr. Dre say that this place was always up to no
Always
good.
up to no good, and here they are doing real good.
Yeah.
Probably because Snoop made that happen. He came back in this town. Listen, nephew, I'm
Right.
gonna buy this whole shit out. We're gonna make it right. We're gonna, you dig? All right, Snoop.
No, but just like you're saying, like, yeah, you're driving through areas where you're like, yeah, this is supposed to be the hood. And I'm sure at nighttime, you know, places
they're doing
transform.
there's some hood shit going on there,
Yeah.
but the first ride through, it's like, that's just nice. It's like that out here. Like when that neighborhood I was in before in New Haven,
Yep.
it was you know, it was hood, but then when you get people that like, you know, they work at Yale or whatever and they're cutting through, they're just kind of like, it's so beautiful here.
Yep.
You don't see that crackhead over there though, huh? Okay. You know, your beauty is you know, they capture more of stuff that people that are local overlook. You know what I mean? Like you're local, you overlook the beauty of your surroundings and what it is because you're more focused on the shit that's around you and the bullshit and the ugliness. And then somebody that comes from out of state or out of town is like, man, You guys have beautiful fucking elm oakwood trees here.
Yep.
Like, what are you talking about? What? I ain't looking at no damn trees.
No, it's funny because even it happens to us. Like, yo, that part of between Naugatuck and Beacon Falls, where you're on the windy roads on Route 8, if you actually look at it, it's fucking beautiful. But just if you're driving on it every day, you don't notice it. But
Right.
there's areas where you're like, holy shit,
Yeah.
I'm driving in the middle of two mountains right now, and this shit is amazing.
Right.
But
But you say you don't think about it because you're like, I'm on this drum every
Yep.
day. I don't, whatever.
now I'm sure people in Cali are the same way. They probably just, forget. Yo, you don't notice the beauty if you're around it.
Like, listen, man. They say they lead
The sun needs the moon.
Did they say they lead the nation or the world, the nation in smog? How was the air quality? Felt all right?
Yeah, it felt all right to me. There was a couple of fires when I was out there that were blocking
that's right.
some
Big
of the shits.
Are those still burning?
I'm not sure.
Holy shit! Yeah, I didn't even think about it. Like, yo, somebody I think mentioned to me the other day, but I'm like, wait, are they still burning? It's been months. Are they still
No. This was a new fire.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Those old ones have been put out, but then everything is too dry to.
right. So everything
yeah.
sparked back up.
Yeah, but when I was out there, yeah, there was that. There was some big fires, and you could definitely smell it, But that's they don't get rain, so
Right.
So
it's just gonna burn.
just gonna
nigga.
burn.
Just walk over to the bucket and just keep tucking. Splash.
So yeah,
on
like
that.
my first day was pretty much just got the car, went out, got some food, and then I went to Target, got some fucking Gatorade, shit like that, got some water, went to the mall. Just to walk around and just see like what shit was, and then I just went.
Their style is even different a little bit out there.
Yep, and I just went back to the hotel and fucking knocked out, because that's the thing about, man, I stayed in a nice hotel. I stayed in the West End. It was like 110 a night, something like that. But bro, this shit was.
It was all worth it. Every penny.
Bro, it came with the side table had fucking this roll-on lavender and something else oil that
Vanilla.
It even said it was like, rub this on your wrists, then rub this on your temples for a better night's sleep. And bro, it worked.
It did the trick.
They're giving you essential oils to put on your goddamn body when you knock out. And
Wow.
it was that bed and those pillows where you're just like, oh my God, this is what I want that I can never find. You know what I'm saying? To where, like, when you try to go and buy pillows, and I've tried to buy from so many different stores, and like I'm in the store laying on the shit, like, well, no, it feels good now. Then you get back home and you're just like, this is not what I wanted.
Right. Who put the shit in my carriage?
Yeah.
Who swapped my pillow out? Nigga, that's what you bought.
One of those two sentences is the name of this episode. Either who put this shit on my carriage or who swapped my pillow out is definitely the name of this episode.
Who put this shit in my carriage? I like that one. I don't know, man. That's like my question in life.
Right.
Like, anytime I can identify, like, who the fuck did this?
Put this
shit
shit in my carriage, dog.
Oh man, people just don't make sense, man. They dive in head first in the pool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, was anybody acting a fool out there? Any Cali fools?
No, I didn't see any
Bum
fools like
fights and
that. I mean, you definitely see the severe homeless people, like, bro, driving on the highway, you see the tent cities, and you see
big
people
ones,
where just like they got the fucking camping tent set up where you're just like, oh shit, that never comes down. That's just straight up where you live on the side of the fucking road, which that's got to be tough, man. Like hopefully never. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully.
You didn't see a little gang of gang members running around with their do-rags,
No, I
bandanas,
didn't see-
bandanas hanging out their ass, Nick.
But also, luckily, like I said, I didn't go looking for it. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
You just didn't happen to see it. Yeah, but it's that thing. Like if you stuck around longer, a couple more days, you'd have ran into some shit. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you niggas out here banging? Oh,
Yep.
okay, all right. Yo, Geechee
Yo, I'm wearing
Gotti?
neutral colors. I'm wearing neutral colors, dog.
She got to come in with the big rainbow shit, and then you're getting hit on by gay dudes all day.
Right.
Hey, big boy. Hi. It's like,
So
nah, man.
the right. No, I just wasn't trying to wear gang colors. I just don't know what the fuck to do.
I don't want to get shot, and I don't want to
Right?
get fucked in the ass either. I don't know what's going
I don't want any type of shots. No back shots. No face. What the fuck?
I don't want none of it,
Just
man.
don't kill me and don't fuck me. That's
Right.
all I'm saying. I'm just out here on vacation.
But if you have to fuck me, kill me first.
Right? Please.
Please. Oh, that's great.
So yeah, so the first day I just passed out, and the next day I got up sort of early. Well, actually, no. The first day, just real quick to button it up, what I did find out that fucking sucked is, so when I'm renting the car, and the dude drives up the car, we go around it and look at, point out the scratches to each other, all that other dumb shit, and then I'm like, all right, so where do I park? And he's like, well, we'll give you one ticket to go out, and then just when you're done, park back here. I was like, no, that's all fine to where return the car. It's where they have the parking spots. I was like, where do I park? And they're like, oh yeah, well yeah, it's $45 a night to park here. And I'm like, fuck.
$45 a night. Wow.
To just park at the hotel. So I'm like, okay, so that's the thing definitely about Cali is there's hidden costs and expensive shit
and
everywhere.
I take it they don't have much street parking.
No, none.
It's like, what? What's street parking? Oh, that's what y'all do out east? We don't do that.
Yeah.
We don't have street parking.
Because that's the thing, especially because the hotel that I stayed at, it was 2 miles from the airport.
Okay.
So they don't want to provide any free parking or street parking for people to park there, then go to the airport and all that other shit,
Then take off flight risk. Now you got to pay for security personnel to monitor cars and all that other shit. Like, we don't want to do that. We want to be cheap.
Yeah, like I said, the first day I pretty much just passed out, but the next day I got up early because I wanted to go see the Hollywood sign, and I also wanted to go see the Walk of Fame with all the stars on the ground and shit like that. So I got up the next day, and that was like it was weird to see because here and anywhere where I'm normal and used to, when you see that something is 11 miles away, you wouldn't think that it's an hour away. But traffic is that fucking crazy to where the shit was 11 miles away and it took me 54 minutes to get to the Hollywood sign. So
now
that
somebody
shit
told me
sucked.
that the sign looks smaller in person. Or is it?
Yeah, because you're not right next to it taking the damn picture. You don't get to the sign.
Right, no, I know. How far away could you get closer? I mean, if you traveled up in the mountains, knew where the fuck you were going, you could probably get closer to the sign. No.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? I watch so many fucking movies.
Yeah,
Niggas hang out on the O all the time.
Yeah.
Niggas found the way to get to the O. I don't know. Is that possible?
I think there's people that go hike in the woods and probably just like anything else where you go to a national park and get kicked out and all that other shit.
Right.
But
to see the sign is cool.
Yeah. Go see the Hollywood sign. It's cool. It's classic.
Valley. What's the porn valley? Silicon Valley.
Oh, it's not the porn valley.
That's what I thought it was. Wait, where do they do all this? It's like a big spot where they do all their porn they shoot out there, right?
Oh, but maybe there's a difference between silicone and silicon. There's a difference between those two. Because silicon is the tech, all that like Google and everything like that. But maybe there is a Silicon Valley for the
they
fake
call
titties.
it. I thought they called it Silicon Valley. It's a name of something, but they called it that's what their little name for because it's like a whole big area strip where they do a lot of their porn shooting at, like the bigger companies.
They might. I don't know.
Yeah. Not that I watch porn or anything.
I wasn't that well versed.
It's not like I look at credits and shit and where niggas from.
Where was this shot? Who directed this?
Well, nowadays, if you think about it, like, I'm watching fucking clips on fucking X videos and shit or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like before the porn days where like you had the whole video and they gave you the whole rundown and the copyright date and all this other shit. Now it's like if you're not really looking if you're not watching the whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
Even now you can get a free one,
But if you're not sitting through the credits for the fucking for the Marvel scene.
Just can't wait for this pussy to be on the scene. I'll just keep watching these 1-900 commercials.
That was a weird thing at the hotel. They had the fucking I'm in a hot tub right now. You should call. I was like, who the fuck is still calling this stuff? Yeah.
Oh, man. That's the thing still?
I couldn't believe that shit.
That hasn't changed yet to go online and watch me for a fee and, That's what I think that would substitute now for the camera person. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you can watch me playing myself online. You know what I mean? And maybe the lady that's using the voice is not the person you're watching playing with herself. That might be the ordeal there. But the phone call shit?
That shit was weird. That felt like a fucking time travel shit. Also at the hotel, what was cool too, I didn't do it because I'm paranoid and I can just watch what's on TV anyway, but you can log into your own Netflix on the TV if you choose to. You can log into your own YouTube on the TV if you choose to. So they had some smart TVs, which was it was pretty cool. Nice. But yeah, so I went up, checked out the Hollywood sign, and it's just cool to see in general. I forget there's some hiking trail out there that all the celebrities go and hike on, and you can drive up the mountain. So I drove up the mountain there, and it was $10 to park, so I didn't park. But I guess that's like the closest that you can legally get to the Hollywood sign.
Wow. $10.
So like I drove by the spot where I saw people taking pictures of it, and it was straight. But I'm not going to pay $10 to take a fucking selfie. So
right,
I drove up, saw it, drove back down. Then I went and parked to go to the Hollywood Mall, because out there the Hollywood Mall is right next to the spot where Jimmy Kimmel shoots his show, and then it's right where the Walk of Fame is.
Okay.
So that was pretty straight going to see the Walk of Fame, which, the Donald Trump star is still fucked up.
Right.
Because I wanted to see it because I was like, man, I remember people knock.
That's right. You got to see his star.
Yeah.
Now, how many actual? Do you know how many actual stars are there?
There's
it's got to be hundreds.
there's hundreds. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. How do you know? Is there like a map to find who's where?
I didn't see one. I was just walking. You know.
And you found Trump's.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Because it's like right in the center of like
Gotcha.
it's like right across from Jimmy Kimmel's studio. You know.
You see anybody that's like, oh shit, I know that nigga had a star.
I think it's pretty. Yeah.
You know, if you had some time to look, it's like, oh shit, wait, David Bowie got a star? I'm pretty sure he do.
But it's wild. Like pretty much everybody has a star. It's interesting. I saw Ozzy Osbourne's, fucking Vince McMahon's, fucking everybody has one.
Smollett, does he
He should, man. Bro. But what? Well, he's a bad actor.
Right. It's all about acting. It's all about acting. If you're
Smollett.
If you would have tied that rope a little tighter, it would have been a little believable.
But it's wild on Hollywood Boulevard when I was walking. An interesting thing. Because we make music, but cats out there trying to give away their CDs for free. And I turned every single one down, and I should have, now that I'm thinking about it, I should have grabbed them just so we could like review them on the show.
Right, check them out, see what
but
they're doing.
There's the other thing too, where I'm like, I just said no thank you and walked on. But in my head, I was like, why are you passing out CDs in fucking 2019? It's about to be 2020 in 2 fucking months.
Right.
And like you're sitting out there passing out CDs.
It's somebody that's holding on to that. I'm gonna make it by doing this. Somebody's gonna.
Which I'm not shitting on them for promoting.
Right.
I'm shitting on you for trying to pass out CDs.
Well,
to
it's
people.
the era. It's to promote, but you're doing it the way of like, you know, it's a visual era right now. These guys want to see shit before they hear it. You know what I mean? So you're giving them a CD unless it comes with a DVD inside or a YouTube link or something where they can follow along. Here you go. Give out a CD where it has like, hey, follow this link along with my CD and it interacts with each other as you're listening to the CD. You get a YouTube video. I'm giving away too much. I'm giving away ideas that we might run with. Hold on. Let me fall back.
Like for me, there would have been more of a chance to me listen to the music if they gave me a card with a QR code on it. Because straight up, like, I'm not bringing a CD home and putting it in my fucking.
Bro, all my CDs are in a box in the basement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just had to talk to my lady not too long because we just moved into that new place, and she's got a radio that she left out on top of the dresser, and I was just like, "What's up with that?" Well, you know, I got it, and I got my CDs just in case one day. I said, "Baby, when's the last time you listened to a CD?"
Yeah, that just.
Oh, it's been a long time. Right. Put it in you know any song you want to listen to, you know where you got. You got Spotify, you got what you listen to music. You can find any song that you want, any album, you can find it. You don't need those CDs. I mean, at that point, you're just talking about being nostalgic, and we don't really live like that. Put that shit in the basement, like you told me to do with my shit.
Yep. Right. You know, I can't have none of my shit no more.
Remember that nice big? Yeah, remember that? Yeah. Well, yeah, it's gonna go down there with that. Your shit gonna go down there with that. The creepy little Spanish guy.
But yeah, so I saw the Walk of Fame. Shit was dope.
Nice.
And it's just legendary shit that you would see in movies. And that's the other thing too, where I texted my boy when I was out there because me and him used to play Grand Theft Auto.
Okay.
And bro, you're on the fucking streets that you were doing missions on. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, right here is why I beat up a prostitute.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where I was like, bro, I remember being on some of these damn streets doing missions. This shit is crazy to see it in real life.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, but then also I looked up the weed shop.
Oh yeah.
That's
right, straight legal out there, recreational, all that.
Yeah. So parked in, and it was weird too because it was in the middle of 2 streets to where you're looking at the thing and it's like turn down this street, and which is in between 2 buildings, and then there's a parking lot there. So I went in there. That was it. That was in Inglewood, and you walk in. Even though it's fucking, because I sent you a picture of it, even though it's completely legal, it's definitely not advertised like.
Yeah, the pictures of it like, God damn, niggas got killed right there.
For real, like
real sketchy looking shit.
But
man.
That's the other thing too, is like they're not trying to get robbed. So as soon as you walk in,
right.
you walk in, there's a guard right there with a gun, and over to the left, you sign in and give your ID. Then he gives you a ticket. Then the guard lets you through. Then you give the ticket to the girl. Then they give you your ID back behind the counter, and then you go
think
through
about
your
it,
whole shit.
That's a big influx of armed guards, man. You know, you think about it. That business,
Oh, yeah.
those businesses right there are bringing more armed people that are getting more money.
Mm-hmm.
So good for them in that, man. Come to Connecticut with the shit.
Yep. But it was straight, man. The prices were good. The but that was the thing is I'm there for 2 days. I wasn't about to buy,
Right.
But it was cool. Grams were only like $11 to $12 each, and if you wanted eights, it
big
scaled up from
variety
there.
there?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, nice.
They probably had like 60 to 70 strains.
Yeah. See, 'cause my mother went to a spot with her friend in Mass, because Mass just getting started
Yep.
up. But they went to a spot that wasn't as a big spot. She said, but she went there and the lady only had 3 different strands of bud. You know what I mean? I have a
Wow.
sativa, indica, and a hybrid. That's it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like, and there's like the $50 was the cheapest eighth. I was like, God, Ma, I said, she goes, no, that's about what it is. I said, yeah, that is about what it is. But you know what? Not always. I said, yeah, but they're higher. I said, yeah, it's a higher one, but I still get high THC counts. I still get some head banging shit for $30, $28. You know what I mean? Sometimes I sell for 25.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I said, I think they just kind of hit you with those prices because it's recreational shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You're getting that rec price. Oh, no, you can do it, but you're going to pay out the ass.
Exactly.
The people getting the discounts are the medical people. No. You motherfuckers that just want to do the shit, you paying.
Yep. But I talked to the girl for a little bit, and their license out there is a whole lot cheaper than ours. Fucking everything is a whole lot cheaper when it comes to that stuff. They said that they're not trying to, keep it as close to the vest. They're kind of giving it to whoever wants it, which is interesting.
Well, that's crazy because they they've been they've been a couple years now, right? Cali's been at least 2-3 years, maybe.
I don't know. I forget when it was,
I
but I feel like
they,
it's been a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they steamrolled, and it's like at that point, man, they probably got shit out there, which I always talk about. Oh, this would be a good business idea for weed and like the Uber Eats, but Uber Eats for weed. You know what I mean? Like and they said no, that they do have that.
Yeah, they do.
Legal.
Because that's the thing is, I was just going in there, off Google. But yeah, on Google there were a ton of like weed delivery.
Right.
Where I was like, holy shit.
Them bullshit, man.
Yeah.
The times and the days I used to have to fucking wait for your slow ass drug dealer to bring you that bag of weed growing up, man. And it's like, yo, where you at, man? Let me page this guy again.
Yep.
Yeah, you heard that right. Let me page this guy again.
Dude, the paging was the worst.
That's that I give. That was the shit that gave niggas that cheated on the ladies a bunch of opportunities to lie about where they really were.
Yep.
And why they couldn't answer the page. I ain't have a dime on me for the payphone.
Yep. Babe, I didn't have it.
Right. There was no cell phone. So niggas say he wasn't around to wait for a phone or he ain't have a dime for the payphone. Pretty simple, man. You know what I mean? It's like you can get away with more shit back then.
But it was straight. I usually don't buy any pre-rolled, but I bought 2 pre-rolled joints because like
why not?
I'm only going to be there for another day, so I might as well. So
yeah, because you couldn't get that shit back on the plane, right? Well, maybe you could if you stuffed it in something.
I wasn't even. It's not.
Right. So I get it back
like
home.
for what? Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I'm not, hard up for it, so it doesn't really.
So I gotta get back home and tell my people about this. Look what I smuggled in. I'll put it on Facebook.
Right. I'll take a selfie while smoking it. That'll be dope. No, so it was cool. So I puffed one before the show. Just walking like outside in the parking lot, and then I went and saw the Baby Metal concert. That shit was nuts. Probably like 15,000 people there, full light show, full fucking fire and lasers and just wild shit. Like I said, synchronized dancing. I wish I was black, so I wish I could do more of that. But no, man, it was a fucking wild show. Being around that many people was fucking crazy. And then yeah, man, went back to the hotel, fucking puffed another one on the rooftop overlooking the city.
Overlooking California love.
But I will tell you, driving in California, listening to California Love,
you can see why
bro.
It makes sense, man, why he made the song.
When I yell this shit, it's only vowels. It's only.
Now, what was the now? Did you pack like all shorts and shit? What was the weather like?
Yeah, the weather was just amazing.
Like
80,
70,
85.
80, oh, okay,
Yep.
That's all. Nigga didn't have a coat in sight.
No, I wore one to the airport because leaving from here it was like fucking 50 degrees. But yeah, as soon as I landed, just nah.
Yeah, you bring one coat for the travels, nigga, and you get there, it's like go in the closet now. I'll get back to you in a minute.
Exactly.
Man, shit. So you ain't get to try no East Los Angeles. East Los is where all the Mexicans and you know what I mean.
No, it was just one of those, man. Like if I had more time, I would have been able to do
Right.
more
I
stuff.
know it's a
but
lot to squeeze in.
I
It's
wanted
big.
to go.
California's big.
Yeah, like I wanted to go to the beach to see the ocean, but I didn't get a chance to do that. It was just
Right.
too much stuff, too tied up.
Didn't find the 25th hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Couldn't find it. Searched and dug.
But it was dope. But then, yeah, on the day I was gonna leave, like they had the tram to the airport, but I said, "Fuck it, man." I just walked because the airport was 2 miles away, and I had plenty of time, so I was like, "Fuck it, man." I'm gonna walk back to the airport. So I just walked that 2 miles. I
There's
put
some
up a bunch
sightseeing
of GBI stickers everywhere that I could, and yeah, man. Hopped the flight back home. Definitely caught something with the viral and just being around too many people, too many different germs. But
Yeah, he had that overseas foreign virus.
right, that other side of the country, mud butt. Which,
Right.
speaking of that, I'm gonna need you to take about 3 minutes to yourself because I'm gonna go poop real quick.
Speaking of poop, we're gonna get some poopsicles going. So, while he's gonna go poop, I'm gonna tap into a little bit of some sports. We'll get back to Cali. Speaking of Cali, because one of my other teams is the Oakland Raiders. The Raiders, who are going to be moving out of Oakland and into Vegas. Now, if you ask a nigga like me, it's not the move to do. And the reason why I say that is because a bunch of young rich millionaires taking their asses to a place that's called Sin City probably not going to add out too right for them. You know what I mean? But the Raiders are going to figure that out, you know. Cali's on my list of places to go. Never been. Sometimes at heart, I feel as though I might be a Cali cat. I don't know. But I like my Northeast stuff, man. Season changes, I think, are key for living a long life sometimes. You know, you go through you build immunity to like weather and shit, and it makes you tougher physically and mentally, man. That's how I say. I'm not saying Cali niggas is weak. I'm just saying out here in the Northeast, we built for this shit. You know what I mean? We built hard and strong. But what I wanted to get into with the football, so as you know, it's about week 6 for those that watch NFL. And the strong teams are, you got your Patriots, who I believe are still undefeated. Or did they lose one? I think they're still undefeated. The surprise of the nation right now, the San Francisco 49ers. They're back. They're contenders, and they're back. They're, I think, 6-0, 5-0, 6-0. Interesting NFL season. Colin Kaepernick did not get offered a job back. Still trying to pitch a job for him, speaking of San Fran, because he was out there. Antonio Brown still does not have a place. You don't even hear about him, his lawsuit, shit. Nothing said anymore, you know. That's where that's all going to go down. But my Philadelphia Eagles, as y'all know, as y'all seen, the ones that watch YouTube and seen the videos of Fly Eagles Fly, we lost. We lost, you know. I say we because I'm a fan, nigga, and I take the shit hard, you know. Not that hard. I'm not, like, suicidal. Don't get it fucked up. But the Eagles fell to the Minnesota Vikings. And they're 3-3, tied for the division with the Dallas Cowboys, whatever. Can't stand them, but they lost to the Jets, you know. Kansas City's looking strong this year. A lot of big teams, man. You know, Seattle Seahawks. You know, it's all big love in the pond, man, you know. And I say that to say to you is get your NFL on, man. Go get that NFL, watch this shit, watch my Eagles, you know. It's going to be a great season. And I'm even in fantasy football. If y'all don't know about fantasy football, it's not real. It's a fantasy. Hence the word fantasy football. You take players and you put them on you pick players like a draft. And how they produce on the field, you get a point system that adds those points up of how they produce each week. And each week you go against another person. And then you get the pot, nigga. You know? That's the shit I'm talking about. You know? Speaking of my shit, my nigga done taking his shit, and I didn't get a whiff of it at all. See, that's how quarantined this shit is, right? But yeah, I was just rambling about football real quick because that's my lane of love.
That's your love language?
My love language. Philadelphia Eagles is trying and they dying. And, I was just saying that Colin Kaepernick.
Are they flying?
They not. They're sputtering. The niggas got a wounded wing.
A chipped beak?
Yeah, it's wounded wings. I did tap into a little bit of Colin Kaepernick. Still ain't had no job. But I know something real quick. His agent came out the other day and mentioned that he said he's never seen anything like it in his 25 years of being in the league and doing what he does. Of just not even getting worked out in 3 seasons. Nobody's even want to work out with him. They want to give him a shot. And then you like, damn, that's fucked up. But then you like, it's too much.
You also made your choice.
Right.
You made your choice of what you wanted to do. So.
Right. You decided to say, I'm not fucking with y'all because I want to go for a fight for something that's right. But, the wise man Shannon Sharp had said before when he was talking about like Antonio Brown he's using that same kind of smug mentality. Mm-hmm. Whatever, he feels bigger than the league.
Yep.
At some point, you're going to, like you said, he's going to realize when, say it didn't sink in yet, but as he starts trying to continue to live the comfortable life he's living now and realize he cannot because his bread that had him living that way is no longer, he'll come down real quick. Like, fuck, maybe I should start kissing some ass. I need that bread back. I need to get back
Antonio Brown's Twitter is a whole lot different nowadays. Like, oh man, there's shit like I'll so please continue your point. While I,
it's like it's so much of a distraction, man. It's now your money's done. It's gonna hit him. I believe that. I believe that 100% true, man. It's like he's gonna be like, oh fuck, I can't even get because the fans are gonna eventually stop fucking with you. People that fucked with you because they're a fan of the game. They're a fan of you and the team maybe you were on. Now you don't do any of that. Now you're just Antonio Brown. You know what I mean? You're Antonio Brown, the citizen that used to be. You're the former NFL player. So unless you get another shot, it's not gonna happen, Papa. Not gonna happen. You know what I mean? So depleted funds will make a nigga cry. That's it. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Antonio Brown, 19 minutes ago, free AB. So hopefully he didn't get arrested, and hopefully that's just a horrible fucking.
Like he's saying he's being enslaved by.
Yeah. But this is what I was saying too. Is like now he's doing that third round of battle rap shit, where Antonio Brown said, "Shout out to everyone who's still trying to heal from things they don't speak on. That shit eats you, but it'll get better." Like, bro, this is not the third round of battle rap. Like, please, just fucking stop. AB, the people who love you don't love what you got. The people who love what you got don't love you. Bars.
Oof, get him, A. But he is.
AB, retweet if your fantasy team miss me.
Listen.
AB, it's okay to believe that you are the best. Never allow others to deteriorate your motive. But listen, brother, you got to just be a little bit humble. You can think that you're the best. That's fine.
That's fine because you prove it. You prove it every time you lace up. But
don't be a fucking idiot.
Right. You can't make it to lace up, then you're nothing, man.
Yeah.
All them kids you inspired to be athletes and do all the shit that you do and all that, you basically told them, look, man, it's okay to say fuck them and not have a plan after. Like that's what you're saying to these little niggas?
But he also doesn't understand, and I think he's starting to understand, just like many other people have gotten, where the NFL does not need you at all.
Right. There's a lot of stars in that league, man.
Listen, in 2-3 years, Tom Brady is going to retire.
Right.
The NFL's going to be fine.
Right.
Like, they're still going to be fine.
Patriot fans will be the only ones crying about it.
Yep.
The NFL's like, oh, we're still going to get revenue. Sorry. Patriots had a hell of a run. Mm-hmm. Dynasty. Probably won't see that again in another lifetime.
Yeah.
Let that be. It shit was what it was. It was fun when it lasted, and you move on to the next. That's the NFL, man. When they say not for long is what this shit. Like, everything, playing wise, cheering wise, and rooting for, or how good the team is, how bad they are.
Yeah, how long someone's on top.
Right, not for long. The Patriots is an exception to that rule. I mean, there's not many teams that can say that. You know what I mean? Even those dynasties like the Steelers and the Cowboys from the 70s, they had dynasties, but not like this. You know what I mean? You're talking about 9 Super Bowls in 20 years. The tandem between Brady and Belichick have been 20 years. In those 20 years, they've been to 9 Super Bowls and they won 6. And that's not even including how many division titles they won. You know what I mean? Like the Jets and the Dolphins can vouch like, yeah, nigga, we probably got one in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These guys are like 15 years of winning that division.
Straight boofing.
It's just like, how do you even come out of that division thinking you have a chance ever? Jets,
Yeah, yeah.
Miami, Buffalo. You know what I mean? Just probably like one of the weakest divisions, you know? But, you know, it's just fucking football.
It's just everything, man.
Just get it together, you know. He gonna realize real quick that he needs the league more than they need him, and that was basically that talk to sum that all up. AB,
Yep.
you're a good dude. I like the shit you do for the kids, and you know I like your cockiness sometimes, but you know that's gonna be your fault, man. You know.
And it's the same thing with Colin Kaepernick, because he doesn't get like, yo, they don't need you. That's
Right.
what it is. Like,
You need them, so you have
Yeah.
to make it right to get back in that league. It's your league. I mean, if it's my business and I fire you, well, what? If you want to come back to this business, it's your job to try to convince me why I should give you another shot.
and
know?
I'm not saying that he's not doing this, but
Right.
how his fucking agent
Agent.
or whoever said, like, nobody. But this is what I want to know: is Colin Kaepernick contacting teams and saying, "Yo, I want to work out for you," or is he like, "I'm so good, they should be calling me. I'm so good,
Well,
they
he
should be
said,
calling
his
me."
agent, I guess, said he was reaching out to everybody about him. Hey, we're available. Blah blah blah. And nobody got back to him.
Yeah.
He had
but
that
see,
one
there's
sit-through
a
with the
big,
Seahawks.
But that's what I want to know, because there's a big difference between just putting it out there and are you contacting the Washington Redskins and being like, "Hey, can I come work out for you?" Or did you just put up a fucking, and this, I mean this in a general sense, I don't mean this in a literal sense. I mean, or did you just put up a fucking Facebook post that went, "I'm around tonight if anyone wants to do anything." You know what I'm saying? That, like,
I'm here, just
Yeah.
talent wasting away. In case
Like-
you want to scoop me.
exactly. Like, are you doing that fucking female shit where they go, "I am single." You know what I mean?
Right.
Or are you actually contacting people, or it's an ego thing where, like, no, I want them to call me. I'm not going to call them because
Right.
I'm so good. I want them to call. Like, it's just, I wonder how it's
Now,
really going behind the scenes.
Kaepernick was a good quarterback. I wouldn't go and say he was the superb great,
Yep.
but he was good. You know, he had potential to be even better. He did make it to a Super Bowl. People forgot about that. He was the starting quarterback against the Ravens, the Harbaugh brothers, the Bro Bowl, I called it, between Kaepernick and, you know, he lost that. But, you know, I just don't think he's gonna. Nobody wants to take that on, man. And I don't think it's people are gonna make it into a personal thing. But I think it's just when you're, especially now, you're in the midst of either trying to win, you know what I mean, or get to the Super Bowl. Everybody wants to get to the Super Bowl. They want to win. The last thing they want is more of a distraction because they know everything, every question that they're gonna have, every fucking thing is gonna be about Kaepernick.
What if he kneels? What if he
Right.
kneels?
And then like, what if they take him? It's like, no, we're picking you up to be a solid backup in case.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Then it's going to be like he'll have the most fucking media attention by a backup ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and nobody wants that.
They've
you know?
never asked any other backup quarterback. So how do you feel that they're not letting you play? So
Right.
they're not letting you play. You know they're not letting you
Hey,
play.
Kaepernick.
Do you think they just signed you to silence you? Oh.
as a backup quarterback, what do you think is going to really stop the hate out here in the world? And like, what do you?
As a backup quarterback, do you wish that your main quarterback would get injured sometimes? Do you ever do that? Do you ever think just like even like a flash?
Have you ever put snake venom in his jockstrap? I'm not sure if you ever try to set the nigga up that way.
Right.
I'm just saying, perhaps you want to take his spot.
In the shower, have you ever put icy hot on your finger and just crept up behind him? And well, no, never mind. We're just asking. These are just questions.
Mere observation questions. We just.
It's not illegal to ask.
Oh my God. But you know, NFL not for long. So get it together or you won't be there for long. And if a team, I said I feel him though. He shouldn't be like, oh, you guys are shitting on me. If they're just shitting on him because of something, I can understand where he's coming from. But then you got to look at it the other way. You know, I try to get both sides of. You look at the team like, yeah, you're gonna bring a lot of bullshit here. We trying to win some games around here. We don't need that. We don't need that. You know.
Yeah, for people that just want to concentrate on trying to win and all that
Right.
other shit, like, and it's not his fault, but it is his fault. Speaking of Cap, to where he's going to bring an entire media fucking circus behind him instead of just being like, yeah, I'm here to just play football. And even if he goes in there, yo, I'm just here to play football, all that, because like I said, then the first fucking thing is going to be like, oh my God, well, is he going to kneel? Is he going to kneel during the game? Is he going to kneel after the game? Is he going to? Oh my God!
National anthem. Pan on him.
Yeah.
Camera 6, 4, 5, 16, 18, 22. All cameras. Pan. You get different angles. Niggas gonna be laying on the ground to get Cap's face and shit while
Right.
he's kneeling. Like, what are you looking for the epic shot? This is history. We need the epic shots that they're gonna show on NFL films for centuries.
Yeah. He's back kneeling. Yeah.
Right. Like, I don't even know if people are kneeling anymore. Nobody talks about it. So, I mean,
Well, I
it could
think
be a
that
good thing.
the NFL went about it the right way, where they just stopped talking about it. They stopped fucking with it.
Right. Stop feeding that fire, and it will die out. It's just simple knowledge, nigga. I don't.
Yo, take away the oxygen.
You know what I mean? But yeah. So I want to ask before we ran away from Cali. I wanted to know actually. Well, how was the concert though?
Oh, the concert.
Yeah.
I know. I went quick because I had to take a shit.
Yeah. But I wanted to. I didn't want to run away from it. But
No, man, the concert was dope. It was, like I said, like around 15,000 people. Just fucking loud. It was good. The only thing that sucked is there was a they didn't have an opening act, but like doors opened, and it didn't suck they didn't have an opening act, but I guess there was an opening act, but this is what happened. The doors opened, and then there was a DJ that went on for an hour and a half.
Okay.
And just sucked.
Did he?
Like,
what was he
just
playing? Was he
sucked.
playing like some K-pop shit, or was he playing like mix?
No, he was he was playing metal because that's what they are more than anything. Yeah.
So this is metal joint. Okay. Yeah.
He was playing metal, but just I don't know, it's just bad. Like playing metal, but then also like doing some scratches with it, but then also like
he's trying something new.
weird remixes that were just garbage. It just wasn't good, you know?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a cover DJ do a cover for a rock, or not a cover, just like a opening for a rock band.
Yeah.
DJ Snakefist. Like what? Nigga, that don't even sound right. What he gonna play for? He's gonna play a bunch of like rock samples. Like, remember, this is a rock and roll crowd.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna start throwing in some other shit that they might not be into, you what are you there for? Like, I came for country music, and they got motherfucking Eminem opening up.
Yeah.
I'm like, they don't want to see that shit.
It was just, I think people just wanted to see the main group, and that was it. You know what I mean? And plus, an hour and a half of a fucking DJ is way too fucking long.
How long did they perform for?
Baby Metal did almost 2 hours. They did like an hour and 40 minutes, something like that.
That's a lot. That's good. That's a
Yeah.
good amount of songs, man. I mean, and you think about if some of them they might not even played all the way to the end.
Yeah.
Then of course they're talking in between and shit. I don't know if they do a lot of talking or they just kind of jump right into the next one.
No, because they don't speak English. So
Right.
they,
They didn't even try to do it in their own language for.
Nah.
Well, this is just for the ones that do speak Japanese. You're out
Yeah.
there.
No, they did. They do a couple of call and response in English, like during the song, like
Right.
thank you, the forum, and all that other stuff.
Was
but
it English good or was it choppy?
you can understand what they're
They
saying.
speak pretty good
Yeah,
English?
yeah, you can
That's
understand what they're
funny.
saying, so that's cool. But yeah, man, it was a good time. Like, it was definitely worth it. The fucking I hope that I can make it back there someday. I hope I have another reason to go back to California because the weather, the people, like we've spoken on everywhere that we've ever gone before. People are
Right.
just nice. Like, people are just nice. When they're not here, and I think it has to do with the weather. It has to do with the stress. Everything about the East Coast is just harsher than the West Coast.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before when you went in the bathroom. I was like, I said, Cali's nice. I always felt like I should have been out there, but me being a Northeast person, what I mean? I get used to the seasons. And I said, you know what? I said, I think sometimes that's maybe why we're so tougher over here. It's like we go through mental and physical stress of the season. Something, you know what I mean? Like, instead of like in Cali, like you said, being nice year round, usually they get some rain here and there, earthquake on occasions, but for the most part, it's fucking beautiful. You know what I mean? And it's like they don't get rain. So, I mean, like, we're in dreary-ass fucking rain. We could have a monsoon for a week, a fucking snowstorm for a week. You know what I mean? It's the heat wave.
That's one thing that I forgot to mention. And I'm sure it's because they're out there and they're used to that stuff. Bro, so many people in fucking hoodies where I'm like, it's 88 degrees outside. But people in hoodies and fucking hats and sweatpants, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm there in fucking shorts and a t-shirt, like it's 88 degrees outside.
Right.
They're there in like, well, it's not 90, so it's cold,
Right.
That shit was nuts, and I'm sure it's just because they're not used to any cold at all.
Right. They're
so to
scrambling
them,
looking for it. What the fuck's a jacket?
Yeah.
What's a winter coat in California? You
so
tell me.
to them, fucking 80 degrees is probably on the cool side or something. It was just fucking weird.
Right.
How many people I saw
That's crazy.
in
So
dead ass hot, just
Basically,
fucking wearing hoodies and shit.
Nobody, but what nobody will do is as Wyclef once said, catch a bullet in their bubble goose, because niggas don't wear bubble gooses.
Definitely not.
There's no bubble gooses out there in Cali. You got to get them shipped in, ship them from the East Coast. But I said besides earthquakes, man, I would probably love that. But like I said, seasons, man. I'm a season guy, man. I think that change helps. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe we need more. Maybe we're so bitter because we need more sunlight. Double-edged sword, man.
I could put it like this. I'd be down to skip a couple.
Skip a couple seasons.
I'd be down to skip a couple winters. For real.
I'm not totally yet, but I am. I get there only when winter happens. Like, man, I could really do without this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When it's not there, I kind of like, hey, it's all right, But when we're living in the thick of things, it's like, nah, nigga, I don't like this shit. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, having those couple days where like you can't, and not that I love going to work, but like losing a day of pay because you can't get to work, that type of shit where you're like, fuck this, man.
Right.
Like how winter's coming right now, like if it just didn't and came back around, I'd be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm down to skip a couple of winters.
Yeah, we could skip a little winter solstice. Yeah, let that shit ride out, nigga. We all good with that one, But yeah, snowfall in Cali is not gonna happen. They could have mountain areas. Maybe I'm pretty sure they have a little sprinkle here and there.
Yeah, they probably got like, I'm sure they have some type of skiing on.
Yeah, because they said in Arizona, or Vegas even that the mountains area. I guess that they can still get a little flurries.
Some snow caps.
Yeah, a little flur blurs. You know what I'm saying?
Young Fleur.
Young Flurby.
But yeah, man, that's all I can say is I wish I spent more time out there, and I definitely, hopefully have some reason to go back at some point.
So the next time he does, definitely LL Cool J is going to get played going back to Cali, maybe?
Biggie happened, definitely. That song was on the radio a couple times.
Going back. Yeah, okay. That's right. Biggie did but L did it first, Big. And I always love L shit, man. That beat was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that shit was just hypnotizing. Like, damn, L, you just knew how to pick shit, nigga. I always give LL Cool J that, man. I always felt like he always picked what really worked for him. You know what I mean? As far as production wise, like every beat he's kind of always been on, always kind of seemed to work. He knew what he was doing.
True.
I'm Bad was one of those ones that, man, I forgot that shit had fucking 4 verses on it. Like, damn, niggas just, that's what motherfuckers was excited about writing, man. And L was like, I got another one. Like, damn, L, for real? Yup. He probably had 7 verses. They was like, L, we got to
cut it. This can't be a 7-minute song.
Yeah, we got to cut that down, man. I mean, we'll do 5.5 minutes, but you can't do 8, nigga. All right, I guess so.
Nowadays, if the song goes over 3 minutes, you're just like, oh.
Yeah, it's 2:20, 2:30 out the door. Boom, 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 bing, bing.
But I'll admit, man, I'm the same way too nowadays. Where I'm not trying to listen to fucking the same artist for an hour. I'm not trying to listen to it's
just more jump around. Let me jump around, scatter. That's what all these playlists and all these music hubs are always great for. Fucking boop, boop, boop.
Like even nowadays, there's times where like I'll watch battle rap and I'll watch the first 2 rounds and then I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like it's too long right now. Like I'm not into it,
Right.
Like especially if you got a good idea of who's winning, who won. Like that Arsenal versus Cassidy shit. Like I didn't finish that. It was so fucking.
Yeah, I know, and it's like we said, man. Watching him, I seen his aftermath interview about the after effect of the whole battle. And
Cassidy's fucking delusional.
That's you said it. You hit it right on the head that time, man. When you said it again, it's just like he really thinks that he's got these bars that are way better than them, and it's like, but he's right convincing them that's not rap though. That's what he's trying to say. But that ain't rap. What I do is rap. What they do is not.
Yeah.
No. Like they're doing battle rap shit. This is battle rap. You're like a beat battle rapper. There's an angle for you. There's a he'd probably be good on that. There's a rap league that they do all over industry. They keep they put a headset on, and let me see actually what the name of it was. Yeah, they keep a headset on and they spit through the
PA.
Yeah, and it's like that's different because nobody's really doing that. You know what I mean? As far as doing the verses. It's not We Go Hard. Yeah, what the hell was the name of it? Yeah, man, it was interesting, man. Flipgrams. Not the RBE guys. Verbal Warzone. There you go.
Verbal Warzone.
Verbal Warzone. That's they battle all over beats there. But you know how when battle rap kind of first branched out into becoming a thing, that's how it was. You know, when MTV and BT was doing it, it was all
when it was like
clean.
freestyle.
Right, freestyle. Right,
Yeah.
it was all freestyle battling and shit. You know what I mean? Right here, let's go battle it out. Boom. We get. I don't know. They gave me. I think they only gave him like 30 seconds back then. I don't even know if they gave him a full minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get 45 seconds to go. Go. You know, shout out to the homie Ill. You know, we know done music with, and he's done that MTV battling shit. You know, he was up there. I mean, I remember going out there. That one day he got in on that. I went out there with my first group I was with, and we all were gonna go out there to audition and line up and get ready to do the shit. You know, it was like fuck it, we're gonna go battle. We just want to kind of have a chance to have fun here. And I remember we went and camped. Where we was in the city, it was like fuck, we was gonna ride around and then go there early. But then when we went by the spot, we seen people setting up. Now, mind you, they told us no camping out.
Yeah.
So that's why we weren't going to. We were just going to go there and stick around and just get there early. You know, it's in the city. You could do whatever. But as we rode by, it was like, yo, these niggas is camping out. Yo, get the shit, man. Get your shit. So we all got our shit together and went out there and camped. So now we're all out there camping out. And the morning's coming. Everything, they got all the, the barriers set up and all the, producers are saying, all right, we're going to get things going. Is everybody here? Or, they're giving us all the rules. And now groups of people were showing up. And they couldn't get in line with us because they said we met our max.
Damn.
Like, now they're pissed off. Like, that's fucking bullshit.
Yep.
Because
you said no camping.
Right. Y'all said no camping. And everybody's here was camping. What the fuck, man? Somebody was telling them, yo, them motherfuckers, I just talked to that dude. He been there all night. So now they got pissed. And it almost became, now they started. And all it took, I remember too, it was one fucking photographer because everybody was making all noise. He came around and took a picture of the crowd. And it just fucking, the flashes just turned them into fucking super villains. They started getting all rowdy. They bum rushed the fucking barriers and bled into the whole crowd of all the people that were in line.
Oh, shit.
So they just said, all right, that's a wrap. That's it. We got who we got. That's it. That's it. Everybody else is a wrap. Now, Ill was there at that one because he was one of the ones that couldn't get in. But he was saying what he was doing was guys started ciphering outside. So they're just battling outside. He was like, fuck it, I got ammo, I was ready. And he just started battling. And he was just running through dudes out there battling.
Yeah.
His boy was just had him like, yo, battle this guy. He was running through. And I guess a producer for MTV was like, or somebody that worked for there called one of the people like, yo, get so-and-so that you got to come check this kid out, man. This guy is pretty fucking nasty, man. Nice. And they came down and they saw him. And it's like, we're going to give you the golden ticket. You're going to come rock out. Wow. And then he went and battled a whole lot of people there just to get on TV. Like, when you talk to him about it, it's like, he battled a lot of fucking, double-digit amount of number of MCs to get on TV. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it was when I did the Apollo Theater. It's like, oh, yeah, you didn't get booed tonight, but you didn't come in the top place. Yeah, you got to become the top winner 3 times before they go on TV.
Whoa.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, so I'm never going to air this. No, you don't get TV time. You earn TV time. You know what I mean?
Damn.
So it's crazy to watch the people that are on TV. I don't know if that's something newer, but I'm like, what about people that are on TV and get booed? Like, you knew they were booed in the rehearsal. They shouldn't even got this far.
Yeah.
But when I did it, they said that was the new way they were doing it. I don't even know if that's still Apollo Theater. It still comes on anymore.
I don't know. I haven't had TV in fucking ages.
Amateur night type shit. Oh, shit. But,
We be boofing. Episode 95.
95, man. California love. You know what I mean? Cali love. Because at the end of the day, my niggas.
Big ain't in the lane.
I mean, 95 is right before 96. And I think that's next week. So you niggas just keep your shit together. Keep it tight. Keep it right. And watch out for Cali niggas. Don't get shot in the window. We'll talk about that.
West.
See?